Guys, I can hear what Reagan's saying.
I love black corn.
And those are the terrorist mountains.
I love black tea.
So, the Mayans were an advanced civilization. They made these out of stone. Did they have metal tools? Were they working with steel and iron like the Chinese were? No. What do you think they were working with? Hands, rocks, stones, sticks, right? So whatever they had available.
Barbarian.
However, they did not have metal, which made things much more difficult. However, they were so precise at like cutting stones and creating them the way they wanted that it's a perfect example in terms of modern day architecture. It's fit together, probably more stable than a lot of things are built in modern times. So that's why they've existed. They've existed and lasted for some of them over 1,000 years, which is pretty remarkable when you think about it. Yes, we're going to talk about that after. Urbanization. So this goes back to China. This goes back to a lot of the concepts we talked about. If urbanization is going to occur, what do we need?
Food. Space.
We need food, right? Space, right? Water,
Trade.
Army. An army. Okay, good. So these are all things that tie into having a population that grows, right? The most important one being food. We talked about this with China a great deal. Rice was able to support the eventually millions of people in China. Corn, again, was that product of the Mayans. Houses, you need shelves, right? Good. So, up here, there are 4 time periods. There are 4 groups. I want you guys to take me through that.
Pre-classical.
Pre-classical.
Classic.
Classic.
Post-classic.
Post-classic. And Neolithic. Okay, so tell me a little bit about pre-classic Mayan civilization. Lou.
It's very basic. It was just a bunch of agriculture. No really big cities.
Good. So we take the step ahead of hunting and gathering, right? So we're no longer nomads. We're not wandering around. We decide we're going to settle down. Step 1, like you said, agriculture, right? Yes. Why what?
Probably because
I don't know. It's weather over
can't
time.
fill in every single thing.
Don't worry about that. Okay? So, Luke says very basic. Using those wooden tools we were talking about, mud to make houses. They're basically the one-room huts. Angelica was on the page. We'll flip back the page. Tell me what it is. Is it 263?
For what?
The page that you're on.
This one? It's 264.
264?
No,
You guys can see some of those small huts right out there, right? Families would live in those. That wasn't just a little hut for Luke to live in, or Khalif to live in, or Brittany to live in, right? Every family's inside of those.
if I had a cat.
Imagine trying to fit 7 people.
So,
Actually, imagine trying to fit to what? Then the
okay, so that's what pre-classic Mayan civilization looks like. The Olmecs. What's important for us to know about the Olmecs?
They made they practically all that they did, the Mayans took and used it as what they do.
Excellent. So they formed the kind of the base for what is the classic Mayan period, right? So the Olmecs, what kind of stuff did they make? Or what's that?
Big
They
head.
made big heads, right? There was another term in there. These are
Is
the
that how
H.
we got
Hieroglyphics,
Hieroglyphics.
right? Which the Mayans then built off of as a cultural achievement.
They made the social pyramid.
Social pyramid? I don't know if they made a social pyramid, but I'm sure they had a structure like that, right? The Mayans did. We're talking about the Olmecs.
Oh,
But as we've seen them in every civilization, there is some type of structure, right? Whether it's the social pyramid, the caste system, whatever it may be. So, we get to classic Mayan. What's important to know about that?
it's awesome.
It is awesome, but why is it awesome?
It's got all this technology and
no. What are you doing?
astronomy.
So astronomy, good. What was the object that the Chinese created to see the stars, planets? Close?
Observatory.
Observatory. Excellent. Right? So Mayans began to use those to help create a calendar. It's pretty interesting. Mayan calendar, 365 days. That should sound familiar.
Another one has 200.
So it was really useful. So everybody in their notebooks, I want them just to jot these websites down for whatever civilization you chose, the Aztec or Inca. So that way you can look that up either later today or later tonight. If we go down there, yes.
Hey, sure.
So if we go down to the computer lab, you guys know that there's a responsibility that comes along with that, right? So I have the parent computer down there, meaning I'm up front, I can see everything you guys are doing. We have that teacher insight program, so I can see if Skylar's on Facebook, if Jake's playing,
I don't have Facebook.
I don't know, Minecraft or something like that, so I can see all that. So I ask you guys to continue to be responsible because you guys have worked hard on these projects so far, and I just want that to continue.